Hello, everybody. Good to see you this Sunday. We've been watching the radar the last several hours as many of us have seen some wintry precipitation coming in across the Triad. You can see right here on our winter weather radar, lots of snow coming down in the Piedmont for right now. To our south, seeing a little bit of a mix with some of that sleet and even a little bit more rainfall to the south for portions of the area that are only in the upper 30s. And so a little bit warmer than we are here in the Triad. I'm expecting most of these showers, snow showers that is, to move out within the next couple of hours as this first wave of moisture kind of comes in with this system and pushes off toward our east. But for right now, we're continuing to see lots of heavy, big snowflakes at that coming in across the Triad just in the last 2 or 3 hours across the region. Most of that actually just to our north and most of our northern county here in Surrey. Of course, also in Reedsville, you could see a little bit of mix also in some places as well, up to around seeing some sleet mix in with some of those snowflakes as well. Winter weather alerts, we've seen winter weather advisory and portions for northern Piedmont until Monday at 7 o'clock, meaning some of these impacts going to be minor across our region versus winter storm warning is in effect for until Monday at around 7 p.m. for portions just in the North Carolina mountains, as well as to our north, like right here in Patrick County, where they're expecting some accumulation from these snow showers, anywhere between 1 to 5 inches, that is, across the region. But for now, us in the Triad, we're continuing to keep an eye on the radar. Take a look at this right here in downtown Greensboro. Upper 20s, feels like we're in the upper 20s. Winds pretty calm, and you can see those snowflakes coming down. A pretty nice and peaceful scene across the area. Weather cam network all over the area. Danville, you can see the big flakes coming down. And that's due to all of these temperatures staying actually below freezing. I was expecting us to warm up just a little bit more, but with temperatures able to stay below freezing, that's why we're able to get that snow to the ground, and it's able to also stick and maybe even cause a light coating across some areas, especially grassy areas as well. Local temperatures right now, upper 20s and lower 30s, but as we move to the south, you notice temperatures have grown a little bit more. 37 in Asheboro, 39 in Albemarle, 42 in Troy versus right here in Greensboro, we're at 29, 30 in Winston-Salem, as well as in Reedsville. Let's zoom in just a little bit more in Guilford County, PTI Airport 29, 32 there in I Point, Pleasant Garden at 34, but as we head toward the north, especially in places here in Winston-Salem and Forsyth County, we're still at around 30 and upper 20s and lower 30s. That's the ingredients we need for that cooler air to stay in place, for snow to continue to fall down to the ground for the next hour or so across the region. Heading toward our south, though, temperatures have started to work their way back up in the upper 30s and upper 20s and lower 30s. Temperatures and feels like temperatures staying around the same as we head into the next couple of hours. Temperatures could grow just a little bit as this moisture moves by. Again, this is what we made just a couple of days ago with our freezing rain risk into tonight and into tomorrow. Not only are we keeping an eye on this burst of snow for the next couple of hours, but into the night tonight, one of our main precautions we want you to take is for the possibility of freezing rain across the region. If we're able to get at around freezing with that rain that is expected to come down, that freezing rain will also freeze on contact with the surface. This can cause a lot of issues with driving and a lot of hazardous kind of conditions, especially if you're going to be out on the road. So that's something to keep in mind. Again, most of the impacts going to stay to our north and also to our west, but we could see a couple here in the Piedmont Triad. Winter precip, did want to let you know, heading into the next couple of hours, of course, we'll be keeping an eye on the radar, but we're also looking at soundings and the atmospheric profile for what we're able to see at the ground. Regular rain melts, comes down here as just regular plain old rain as water, but in winter precip, we can also see other types. Freezing rain like into the night tonight. It usually melts and then it's able to freeze on contact due to the surface temperatures being below freezing. But with sleet, we have a warm area right here where it is able to melt and then refreeze. A couple of you have been sending in videos of that as well, mainly to our north and also to our west, as well as also just plain old snow where you have cold air from top to bottom of the atmospheric profile. And you're able to see flakes make it all the way down to the surface with snow. Of course, I also kind of wanted to show you the traffic map. We've been keeping an eye on traffic maps the last couple of hours. You could see the oranges here and even the reds with accidents are also listed here, especially in Mount Airy here in Surrey County. Anywhere you see orange or red, these are accidents, and I would bet that they have something to do with the snow and icy conditions coming down across our region. It started popping up just the last couple of hours. Looks like mainly to our south here in Forsyth and in Greensboro. Looks pretty nice and clear, a couple of slower spots, but as you head toward the north, you're going to want to maybe take a different route, or just maybe not drive as much as you would have normally for today. Just keep that in mind. It is going to be a day to be very, very, very safe on the roads. It's also seeing lots of oranges and reds here heading up toward Eden as well. Just please be careful while driving if you absolutely have to, and if you don't, please stay home to stay safe. Blowing rock right now, we're in the mid to upper 20s. A little bit of snow showers these last couple of days, looking pretty clear for right now. I did want to show you this actual picture in Madison, North Carolina, sent in by Zach Thompson. Lots of snow covering the cars and more coming down. You could see those large flakes in the background continuing to come down. And that's kind of what we've been seeing the last couple of hours, hence why we have this weather impact alert issued from today at noon through around 8 o'clock into tomorrow. And not only for this brief period of snow for today, but also for the chance of freezing rain into the night tonight. You're going to want to take this very seriously, especially if you plan on traveling early into tomorrow morning, whether that's to work, if you have kids going to school, taking the bus route, make sure that they're staying safe. You're going to want to watch for slick roads and also just slow down while you're on the roads as well. Futurecast next couple of hours. Again, this is just in the last few hours. Most of those brief showers going to move out here in the next hour or two. And here comes the majority of that moisture overnight and into early on Monday morning, where we're able to see if temperatures get cold enough right at around freezing or below it, we'll be able to see freezing rain across the region. We just need surface temperatures to hit freezing, and that's when it can freeze on contact and cause issues for traveling throughout the morning. It just all depends on where this freezing line is going to be. And you can see that freezing line continue throughout the morning, could cause issues for the morning as well. Heading into the afternoon by around 6 or 7 o'clock, we're starting to see this system clear out of the area. Wind gusts also not too high across the area, between 15 to 25 miles per hour. You can see wind gusts across the region. It's pretty calm for the area. Current temperatures upper 20s and lower 30s, 29 in the Triad versus here toward our south, 41, not quite warm enough in Charlotte, 30 in Danville, where we saw some snow on that sky cam just a couple minutes ago, 45 in Raleigh, 48 in Fayetteville, 52 here in Hilton Head. Now let's kind of expand this out just a little bit to see current temperatures regionally. This is where we're seeing this snowstorm kind of push into the area, and also in association with it, it's bringing some severe weather toward our south. In portions of Louisiana as well as Mississippi, they're actually seeing some tornadoes, severe thunderstorm warnings, and even parts of Arkansas. They're all seeing some severe weather in association with the same system that is bringing us a lot of wintry precip into the next couple of hours and into the night tonight possibly. Here, St. Louis is in the middle 20s, Cincinnati middle 20s, upper 20s for us in the Triad, 41 there in Nashville. And here's that system as it continues to approach the area, really heading our way by the time we get into late tonight and early into the day tomorrow. By the time this system pushes through into tomorrow morning, I'm expecting the majority of this moisture to just come down as just plain old rain. But ahead of that, we could be seeing some freezing rain opportunities with temperatures diving at or just below freezing into the night tonight. And that's what we're going to have to really be keeping an eye out for. So this has kind of been the timing of this storm approaching. Again, this afternoon, we've been keeping an eye on that burst of snow, sleet, or rain possible. We've been seeing the snow across the Triad into the night tonight. We'll be keeping an eye for freezing rain, especially toward our north. It could create some slick spots, possibly. So if you're traveling, just make sure you're being careful and also driving safe. Monday morning, temperatures are starting to rise. Plain old rain is just going to take over. There were some models that were suggesting we could see a snow burst heading into tomorrow afternoon and evening. We'll still be keeping an eye on that, but the odds for that are continuing to fall. Again, we could see a glaze up to around 2/10 of an inch or so across the area just in the next couple of hours. We're continuing to watch the winter radar across the region. This is the whole system itself impacting several states, bringing lots of snow up to our north and even a couple of large flakes here in the Triad. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Estimated rainfall to our north, anywhere between 1/10 of an inch to around 1.5 inches of rainfall so far. Next 12 hours, we're going to be making our way back into the middle 30s by around midnight or so. In the next few days, it's just going to be downright cold behind this system. So longer range outlook. There could be a little bit of moisture. We're also keeping tabs on another system heading our way later on into the work week. It's too early to know specifics for right now, but there could be enough moisture with cold air to give us another chance at precipitation, wintry precipitation that is, heading into Friday and into Saturday. 7-day forecast, the next couple of days behind this system, we're right back in the mid to upper 30s. Very cold for both Tuesday and into Wednesday. Thursday looking like it's going to be the coldest day after today in the middle 30s. We're watching Friday and Saturday for more isolated showers, and we're going to be seeing some more clouds with more moisture kind of moving our way heading into next weekend.